What to expect after purchasing a new condominium. Owning a parking license. In an urban center such as a busy city, real estate and available space is at a premium, and it's important to be efficient with the space that does exist. This statement is especially true when it comes to parking and the space that parking can take up in a premium urban core. Having too much parking is a waste of valuable space, but not having enough parking can cause congestion and headaches for drivers and those living in the community. In the past, high-rise building developers would be required to build one parking space for every unit, visitor parking spaces, and spaces for commercial tenants, resulting in a large amount of parking spaces being created. For many years, these types of parking programs in buildings would result in a majority of parking spaces sitting empty and unused during the day when residents are not home. Commercial tenant spots would sit completely empty during the time outside of their business hours, and visitor spots would be empty for a majority of the time in a week. This method did not prove to be very efficient. On top of this, with the rising costs of living, fuel and vehicles, and the advancement of public transit in urban cores, many people who choose to live in condos do not actually have a car to fill the space they have allocated in the parking garage. Needless to say, there was a lot of space being wasted by unused parking garages. This was costing condo residents higher regular maintenance costs and was a lost opportunity for other more usable spaces such as bicycle lockers, green space, and other possible amenities for that particular building. Fortunately, innovation has prevailed. Consultants and other engineers over the years have studied the true demand of parking in mixed-use high-rise buildings and have established a more realistic criteria for how much parking is truly needed. Technology has also allowed for digital signage systems for drivers to know where an open parking spot is located and how to get to it. These innovations have made it less necessary to own a physical parking space in these buildings and instead own what's referred to as a parking license. This allows for a parking share arrangement to be as efficient as possible within these large and expensive parking garages. But how does a parking license work? Good question. When you purchase a parking license, it grants you permanent access to the parking garage 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Instead of being allocated a particular parking stall, your car will be programmed with the parking garage access system and will grant you access anytime you pull up to the access door. Once you gain access to the garage, simply follow the signage to find an open spot and then rest easy knowing your car is parked within a safe and secure structure. For more information on parking licenses, please refer to your purchase agreement or reach out directly to your builder representative or condo property manager.